Hello students, today we are going to study a new poem, that is Animals, written by Walt Whitman. Let me give you the information about Walt Whitman. Dear students, if you have the textbook, please open page number 46 and go through the information about the poet Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman, a major figure in early American poetry. In an age when all poetry was rhymed and metrical, Whitman made a break with the tradition and wrote a revolutionary new kind of poetry in free verse. It was the time when all the poems were written in the rhymic method or rhymed and metrical method. Whitman brought a change in the poem. He broke the tradition and wrote a revolutionary new kind of poetry in free verse. He was a non-conformist in all respects, including his social life. The poet tells us that he feels more at home with animals than humans. Walt Whitman loves to live with animals. He feels comfortable with animals than humans, whom he finds complicated and false. He was very happy. He loves to be live with animals, not the human beings. Dear students, this poem gives the information about the feelings of Walt Whitman about the animals. Before we go through the poem, let me read out the meanings. The given meanings you have to write in your notebooks. Turn, transform, placid, not easily upset, self-contained, self-sufficient. Make me sick, disgust me. Demented, mad. Mania, craze. Respectable, too happy and satisfied. Events, show. Tokens, virtues like innocence, simplicity, etc. Let me read the poem and explain you, my dear children. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. I means here Walt Whitman expresses his feeling and says that I love to live with animals. I could turn and live with animals. They are so comfortable. They don't get upset very easily. They are self-sufficient, placid and self-contained. They don't get easily upset, nor they think about themselves. I stand and look at them long and long. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. The poet says he stands and gauges them or look at them for a long time. They don't complain. They don't get tired. They don't complain about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. Like human beings, they do not sweat. They do not complain. They do not weep for their sins. Animals are totally different than human beings. Now here Walt Whitman made a comparison between animals and human beings. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. They don't complain to God about their duty. They don't make sick others or they don't make bore to others. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with. The poet says all the animals are happy. They are not complaining about one another. They are not dissatisfied. They are satisfied what they get. No one is demented with the money of own things. They are not bothered. They are not crazed like human beings. Human beings are very crazy. The poet says, animals are not crazy of anything. They are very happy. They are not bothered about one another. They don't gossip. They don't complain about their duties. Not one kneels to one another. No one go to one another and beg. Kneels means to beg, to ask something. Not to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. They don't bother. They are not complaining one another. They don't go to one another and kneels down. They beg. Not one is respectable or unhappy. See, we sometimes think that somebody is not respecting, somebody is not bothering about us. We feel unhappy. We are not satisfied. Always it is said, human beings are not satisfied. We are very crazy, and that is the thing is compared in the poem. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. On this earth, animals are very happy. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. They keep a good relation. They love the master. So the poet says, they show their relations to me and I accept them. You can take the example of dog. Dog is said as a faithful animal. How the dog loves the master. So they bring me tokens of myself, they evince. Evince means they show. They show love and affection, them plainly in their possession. I wonder where they get those tokens. Tokens means here virtues. The poet is surprised from where they get this kind of tokens, a good character, virtues. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligent drop them? So the poet says he loves to live with animals rather than human beings. The animals love him. The animals never complains, nor they complain about their duty, nor they gossip. So the poet loves to live with animals. Through this poem, the poem expressed his love towards the animals. Not only that, indirectly he compared the human beings and animals. The poet says that animals are better than human beings. They don't have any complaints. They are satisfied with what they are. They are not complaining to God, to their duties, nor they make sick to others. So this is a wonderful poem written by Walt Whitman. It is an inspirational poem, my dear children. So it shows that we should love the animals. We should take care of animals. So sometimes we neglect animals. Animals cannot express anything. They cannot complain. We see on the road sometimes the children throw stones at the dogs or the animals or the cattle. So they don't complain, just they run away. So these things we have to stop. We have to love the animals. We have to make a good relation with the animals. This shows the Walt Whitman expressed his love towards animals. Now next we are going to see the summary of the poem. I have given you a summary of the poems to make the poem very clear. Dear students, you go through this poem and at the same time you read this summary also, which helps you to write an appreciation. Read this poem twice, thrice. Very beautiful poem. It is written by Walt Whitman and it is a must. You should know what relation you have to keep with the animals and how to treat the animals. Now here in this poem, the poet has made use of figure of speech such as alliteration, repetition, hyperbole, etc. Hence it's a beautiful poem. When the reader reads poem, a smile appears on the reader's face. So, dear students, read the summary very well. Read the poem twice, thrice, and you understand why this poem is given specially for standard 10th. Okay. And please remember, this poem is written in free verse and there is no any rhyme scheme. This is the method. the changes, the revolutionary change brought by Walt Whitman. And this example we can see that is kind of poetry which is written in free verse. Now assignment, I have already given textual assignment. Please go through the assignment, children, with the help of textbook. Solve all the assignment and write in your notebook. I have given complete the following, then web chart, comparison, match the following, identify the figure of speech in the following lines. You have to identify it. And next class I am going to give you the figure of speech also. And in 9th standard you already studied this, but once again I am going to give the definition, examples of figure of speech, which helps you to solve the sentences, examples. Thank you, my dear students, and have a nice day.